It has launched two new electric SUVs promising faster charging and higher mileage at an event in Chennai.
India.
Today, the future clearly belongs to electric cars, and when we talk about the ongoing EV revolution, one name stands out: Elon Musk and his company, Tesla. His dominance in the electric vehicle market is visible on a global scale, having proven that the future runs on batteries while petrol and diesel are on their way to becoming obsolete. However, in the midst of this transformation, a development from India has shaken the EV industry. India has launched an electric car priced at just $4,900, around 4 lakh rupees, stunning the entire world. This is now a topic of discussion not only in India but also across international markets. Just when the world expected the next big innovation to emerge from America, Japan, or Europe, India took a bold step that is now changing the very rules of the EV game. The question now is, what makes this Indian EV such a game changer? What technology has been integrated at such a low price? And does this vehicle have what it takes to compete with global giants like Tesla? In this video, we will explore how India's seemingly small electric car is poised to bring a major disruption to the global EV industry, affecting not only the Indian market but also major players in countries like the US and China. But before diving into the details of this revolutionary vehicle, it's important to understand the direction India's EV market is heading. Because this isn't just the story of a single car, it's the story of an entire transformation, where India is slowly emerging as a leader instead of a follower. Until a few years ago, India was considered far behind in the EV space. Electric cars were seen as innovations exclusive to America, Europe, or China. But now, the landscape has dramatically changed. India's rapid entry into the electric vehicle sector has taken many by surprise. In 2023 alone, India sold around 1.5 million electric vehicles, including not just 2- and 3-wheelers, but also a growing number of 4-wheelers. These numbers make it clear that electric vehicles in India are no longer just a thing of the future, they are the present. More importantly, this growth is no longer limited to metro cities. It's spreading to small towns and even rural areas. The Indian government is playing a major role in supporting this transformation. From policies like FAME 2, tax exemptions on EVs, and the battery swapping policy to significant investments in charging infrastructure, India is being steadily turned into a hub for electric vehicles. This is precisely why global automotive giants, once viewing India merely as a consumer market, are now racing to set up manufacturing facilities in the country. Companies like Tesla, Volkswagen, Hyundai, and BYD are all eager to be part of India's EV journey. But what's most impressive is that India isn't relying solely on foreign players. Domestic companies such as Tata Motors, Mahindra, Ola Electric, and Ather Energy have carved out a strong presence on their own and are now beginning to make waves in international markets, including China and the United States. Tata Motors has won the trust of the Indian public by offering affordable and reliable electric models such as the Nexon EV and the Tiago EV. At the same time, Ola Electric has made waves, not just with its electric scooters, but also by setting new records in manufacturing and R&D. But beyond the success of individual companies, India has stunned the world with not only its pricing but also its technological innovation. From solid-state batteries to swappable battery systems, many Indian firms are working on cutting-edge technologies aimed at making EVs more accessible and affordable. India's focus lies on creating mass-market EVs, offering good range, minimal charging time, and dependable service, all at a price point that the common person can afford. This is where India stands out globally. While many Western nations still price EVs as luxury items, India is proving that sustainability should not be reserved for the rich, it should be a right for everyone. By launching an EV priced below $4,900, roughly 4 lakh rupees, India is challenging the world's assumptions about affordability and innovation. When most people expected the next big EV innovation to come from the US or Japan, India has delivered a surprise no one anticipated. And this journey is just beginning. With the momentum India has built, it is poised to become the third largest EV market in the world in the coming years. Global giants like Tesla may soon find themselves facing stiff competition from India's growing EV export sector. So when you hear about an Indian EV grabbing global headlines not just for its price but also for its design, range, and smart technology, remember, this isn't just about a car. This is the story of a country that was once considered a follower, now leading the charge in the EV revolution. Now let's talk about the groundbreaking electric car from India that has made even the biggest EV companies in the West take notice. For years, they assumed that control over the EV sector would remain solely in their hands, but a small Indian startup has disrupted that narrative. We're talking about VAVE, the creator of India's first solar-powered electric car, introduced to the world by Pune-based company VAVE Mobility at Auto Expo 2025. The VAVE EVA is as revolutionary as it looks. Its compact design is ideal for India's narrow and traffic-filled urban roads, but its true magic lies in the technology within. This is a car that runs on sunlight. Yes, EVA can be charged using built-in solar panels, allowing it to charge itself during daylight hours without drawing electricity from the grid. This innovation has caught the attention of the global EV community. Companies like Tesla, BYD, Nissan, and Hyundai are now forced to reassess how a developing economy like India achieved such a leap in technology. But perhaps the most jaw-dropping feature of the VAVE EVA is its ultra-affordable price tag, available for just 4 Indian rupees lakh, about $4,900, making it the cheapest solar EV in the world. At a time when Tesla's lowest-priced offerings are expected to start at over $25,000, VAVE Mobility has delivered a vehicle that is not only affordable, but also durable, smart, and perfectly tailored for Indian needs. Naturally, the next big question becomes, what exactly does this revolutionary car offer at such a low price? Let's take a look at the incredible features of the VAVE EVA. At its core is a lithium-ion battery that delivers a range of approximately 250 kilometers on a full charge. But what sets it apart is its solar charging capability. Thanks to solar panels on its roof, the car can gain an additional 10 to 12 kilometers of free range each day just by being parked in the sunlight. For many users, this means they might not need to charge their vehicle for an entire week. The body of the VAVE EVA is built using ultra-lightweight aluminum and fiber composites, significantly reducing the vehicle's weight and, in turn, its power consumption. This smart design allows the car to offer long-range efficiency without the need for a bulky or expensive battery. It avoids unnecessary high-end features and costly motors, focusing instead on simplicity, intelligence, and solar efficiency, all while keeping the cost impressively low. Designed especially for urban use, the EVA's compact size makes it easy to park, even in tight spaces, almost like parking a large motorcycle. Inside, it provides a mini-car experience, comfortably seating 2 adults and 1 child. It also comes equipped with essential modern features like air conditioning, a smart touchscreen, and support for both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, an impressive inclusion for a car priced around 4 Indian rupees lakh. When the world first saw the VAVE EVA, the response was one of shock and admiration. A solar-powered EV at such a low cost seemed almost unbelievable. Global experts quickly realized that if such models were mass-produced, developing countries could accelerate their EV transition far more rapidly. This realization has prompted companies like Tesla, BYD, and European manufacturers to rethink their strategies. At a time when nations are grappling with climate change and aiming to reduce carbon emissions, innovations like the VAVE EVA are game-changers. It is not just a vehicle, it's a vision, a bold statement that innovation doesn't belong solely to wealthy nations. Once again, India has demonstrated that with limited resources, but a clear vision and strong determination, it can offer the world a new path forward. The EVA is not just the face of India's EV industry. It marks India's grand entry into the global EV race. What started as a dream is now evolving into a full-fledged EV revolution. Behind every major revolution lies a simple, powerful dream, and VAVE EVA is a shining example of that. More than just an electric car, it's the outcome of an idea rooted in understanding the needs of everyday Indians and the urgency of protecting the environment. The driving force behind this remarkable achievement is VAVE Mobility, a Pune-based startup that deliberately chose practicality, simplicity, and sustainability over the flashy tech gimmicks used by larger brands. The company began with a powerful yet humble question. Can India build an EV that doesn't strain the common man's budget but still meets the standards of modern technology? The answer came from Sarang Dam, the founder of VAVE Mobility, an engineer and passionate environmentalist. He believed that in a country like India, EVs could only succeed if they were affordable, easy to drive, and easy to charge. From that belief came the vision that created VAVE EVA, a car powered by the sun, requiring less energy, and designed perfectly for India's crowded urban roads. But the journey wasn't easy. When Sarang first shared the idea, many people laughed. The concept of an ultra-affordable, solar-powered EV seemed like a fantasy. And yet, what once sounded impossible has now become India's most revolutionary car. When the idea of building a solar-powered EV in India first surfaced, it was met with questions and skepticism. But the team at Wave Mobility refused to give up. They worked tirelessly, day and night, on research and development, overcame funding challenges, designed small parts themselves, and focused on using technologies that were not only cost-effective but also sustainable. They created a car that tackled multiple problems at once, using ultralight materials to reduce power consumption, installing solar panels on the roof to allow for free charging during daylight hours, and integrating the electric drive system so efficiently that the car could travel up to 250 kilometers on a low battery. This wasn't just a car, it was a brilliant example of Indian innovation, and today it has sparked discussions not just in India, but among EV experts around the world. Looking ahead, Wave Mobility has no intention of stopping with just one model. Their next major goal is to develop a four-seater family EV, specially designed to meet the needs of middle-class households at a low budget. They're also investing heavily in battery innovation and solar integration to ensure that future vehicles are even more fuel-free and sustainable. And their ambitions aren't limited to India. The team is actively exploring markets in Africa, Southeast Asia, and Europe, where fuel prices are high and solar energy is abundant, making their solar EVs a potential game-changer. Plans are also underway to launch different variants for ride-sharing and commercial EV use, proving that while the car may be small, the idea behind it is revolutionary. This car isn't just a product, it's a movement, a symbol that technological transformation can originate from India. At a time when giants like Tesla are trying to enter the affordable EV market, Wave Mobility has already done it, quietly, efficiently, and with deep thought. The Wave EVA is living proof that when the vision is clear, the thinking is rooted locally, and the technology is smart, even a small team can challenge the biggest names in the industry. And that may be India's greatest victory in the global EV race. If you found this video informative and inspiring, subscribe to the channel now. We bring you more such exciting and innovative technology stories in simple, relatable language. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss the next revolutionary update or breaking innovation in the EV world. And let us know in the comments, what are your thoughts on the Wave EVA, and which tech story would you like us to cover next? Your support is our strength.